Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day and you're staying warm from the snowstorm. I have been made aware of this by Ringside News, and I haven't really been keeping up lately with a lot of stuff. I've been just so busy with a bunch of the stuff that I've been barely able to put a video up now and then, but it caught my attention, and it pertains to the five-time WCW champion Booker T, responding to a backlash over his controversial Dolph Ziggler statement. Basically states, while speaking on the Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T addressed a statement he made about Dolph Ziggler during a kickoff show. He had mentioned that Ziggler may look back on his career and realize how many moments that he missed because of his focus on stealing the show and wanting championship wins. Basically states, he clarified that he was in character during the statement and acknowledged that Ziggler is not underrated, and said Booker T praised Ziggler, recognizing him as one of the best and all-time greats in the industry. Says, I made a statement one time at the kickoff show. When I'm on the kickoff show, I'm working. I said, Dolph Ziggler is going to look back on his career and he is going to realize how many moments he missed because he was always worried about stealing the show, winning championships, all that because he wanted to steal the show. And he says, man, they ate me up on Twitter for saying that. Haha, man, I'm working. I'm in character now. But while, man, Ziggler is not underrated, he is truly one of the guys that did the best. He is truly one of the all-time greats. And, you know, it's always common on social media where you're going to have all these people twist things around. They're going to misconstrue everything. They're going to hear only what they want to hear, and then they're going to try to start a conflict. I agree with Booker T on a couple of things here. Dolph Ziggler is one of the best of all time. Somebody that definitely, I think, should have had a much more better run in WWE than he got. Let's be honest. Ziggler, most of the time, he was used as a mid-carder. He did win some championships, but in the era of John Cena and Randy Orton and all these past part-timers coming back, Ziggler was only going to get so far. He was not going to be over to the point where he was going to surpass them. You were never going to see a Dolph Ziggler defeating Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. That was never going to happen. You were never going to see Ziggler, beat Brock Lesnar in a series of matches. There was only so much that Ziggler was allowed to do. He came in, was a member of the Spirit Squad. That stable was seen as a laughingstock. He broke out when he came back as Dolph Ziggler, managed by Vicky Guerrero, one of the top heels on SmackDown at the time. He won the Intercontinental title. He was a tag team champion. I think he won the Money in the Bank match. I mean, realistically, the guy was not going to get very far than that. But what was there for him to do in WWE if they had really not let him go the way they did? I mean, what was there for him to do? He was going to continue to go from one show to another in a meaningless WWE draft. The tag team with Robert Roode, don't get me started on that. I don't want to go into that whole thing. But we're not in the era of athletic ability. Not really. Because WWE agenda and creative is the only two things that keep that company going at the end of the day. Ziggler was not really going to get as far on his own ability, even though he did a great job. He busted his ass. He put on great matches. And yeah, I mean, I do agree with Booker T on a lot of it. I think the guy is going to be remembered as one of the best ever. I don't think the guy really is bitter. I mean, I think the guy enjoyed his time in WWE. From what I know, he hasn't really been doing shoots on them the way other wrestlers do when they leave. He's just been focusing on living his life and enjoying wrestling elsewhere. If anything, he's been more of a class act compared to most WWE talents that look back and they just continue to run the company down. They were never pushed the way that they thought they should have been. They were never utilized, although there are some areas of creative that I would like to see improved. You never know. We may see Ziggler return one day. But I do think that Booker T, I think he's trying to do some damage control, and I respect that. I guess maybe if people on social media would back off and stop reading so much into what people say, they may actually see it that he was only trying to basically voice what he thought of a situation with Dolph Ziggler, and that these people trying to stir things up, it's just typical place in social media. So, yeah, Booker T clearing up some controversy. Do you guys agree with them or not? Tell me in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel, and thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.